so my name's Sydney Kopser. You're going to learn in this short video about the Earth's minerals, igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, and sedimentary rocks, and you'll learn all about them. So the first thing you need to know is what a mineral is. Well, a mineral is a naturally occurring inorganic solid with a crystalline form, such as this picture. So, to identify what a mineral is, you can use its color, the streak color, the luster, the hardness, and finally the fracture or the cleavage. Most people will use the Mohs hardness scale, which will be modeled in the next slide. So the three ways that minerals can form its shape is through hot water, magma, and evaporation. You will learn more about this in the next photo. Alright, now we are on to the subject of igneous rocks. Igneous rocks actually form from molten material, and the intrusive igneous rocks form on the inside of the Earth. Extrusive will form on the outside of the Earth. So igneous rocks are really formed from three different magma groups. One is the felsic magma, the other is the intermediate magma, and mafic magma. These are also grouped in three different types of rock groups, which would be the mafic rock, intermediate rock, and the felsic rock. This will be shown in a picture next. So some types of intrusive igneous rocks would include granite and diorite. There are many others, but those are two examples that I will use, and you will see two pictures of them. So two types of extrusive igneous rocks include rhyolite and basalt. This will be shown in the next slide. So now we're on to sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks can be formed by clasts, which are actually formed by small fragments. These can also be formed by the crystallization of minerals from saturated solutions or even the remains of living organisms. So sedimentary rocks start out as metamorphic or igneous rocks, but whenever they reach the Earth's surface, that is whenever they start the long, slow process of becoming a sedimentary rock. It includes weathering, deposition, erosion, lithification, and compaction. So what is weathering? Well, weathering is the process whenever the rock is formed into smaller rocks. And what is deposition? Well, deposition is when the small particles or the rocks are carried by the wind, water, etc., and it is the process of settling them down. So what's erosion? Well, erosion is the combination of weathering and movement. Now, lithification is the changing of sediments into rock. So finally, we have compaction. Compaction is whenever the sediments have all settled and the weight starts pushing them together and it causes them to cement together. And this will create the sedimentary rock. So how do you classify sedimentary rocks? Well, you classify them through their classed size. You do so using millimeters, and some of the names are conglomerate, sandstone, siltstone, and shale. So lastly, we have metamorphic rocks. They are formed by the combination of heat, pressure, and chemical changes. So now we're on to the types of textures. Well, one is the foliated rocks. They have crystals that are arranged into layers and bands. Now we have non-foliated rocks. Those are the complete opposite of foliated. So they have a random crystal orientation. So how do we classify metamorphic rocks? Well, you classify them by their texture. or whether or not they are foliated or non-foliated. Lastly, we have the rock cycle. The rock cycle is the continual change of rocks into different types of rocks. So, in the rock cycle, the igneous rock can change into sedimentary rock or into metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock can change into metamorphic or igneous rock. Metamorphic can finally change into igneous or sedimentary. So each can change into different rocks, and this creates the rock cycle.